Fun fact, did you know that Lucy is dog? So yes, welcome back to Cobblecraft. I'm SimpleSilo, and here we are today in my starter house. Because I got a little wind that a certain Luma on the server came by and delivered me a little bit of a present in this box. All 10 mending books that I put in my order for a few weeks ago. That's right, Luma is back on the server, everybody, and with that, fulfilling the order for the mending book. Thank you, Luma. I greatly appreciate this very much, and also thank you for the kind words about the starter house. Today's episode, though, is all about these little green gems. These items worth $1 million each. They're just so valuable. And we're going to create a farm that's going to produce more of them than I can possibly even sell by the time that this server is going to last. So today, I know I've teased it a few times, but the intent is we are going to be building a stacking raid farm. That's right, not a normal raid farm, a stacking raid farm. So the difference between this one is essentially there's multiple raids going on at the same time. So the idea with this farm is we're going to have to build it at least 128 blocks away so that if we want to end the raid early, we can just leave the area, and after we hit 128 blocks, then things will start to despawn. So we have our coordinates here. So I need to be walking forward here 128 blocks that way. And luckily, we're out in the middle of the ocean. It's one of the reasons that I decided to plan out this area. So I know we have the main area over here. This was going to be my main little platform that I know I can always fly back out to. And then roughly 128 blocks out this way is where we're going to be starting to build the farm. So I'm not going to make you wait any longer. There's a lot of technical details that go into building a farm like this, and I want to make sure I get them all right, so I'm going to be focused on building this. So it might take me a little bit longer, even though it's a fairly quick build. So I will see you soon, and you get to enjoy this tiny little time lapse of me building it. Okay, I think you get the gist of what was going on over there. The task that I am now going to figure out is how I'm going to be transporting all these villages way over here. So I'm digging out like a big trench to go through this area, and you see I gotta go through my mob farm, then around my house area or the industrial district, and then we're still a few hundred blocks out way here in the ocean. But as far as getting all of these set up and the structure, other than the redstone, it's essentially done. But the tedious work is going to get starting here. I want to get this done in order because I don't want to mess it up come time to get started. So I'm just going to skip to the point where we finish this up. So I will see you back when I get all the villages set up in there. Okay, number 3, you're going to have to wait. We have a problem over at spawn, and because apparently there's a raid going on at spawn right now, and we need some help. Okay, I'm going to go help out and be in spawn in a second. Okay, alright, so apparently we didn't even need to come out here. Good job, preventing a terrible raid at spawn. Alright, well I'm glad that that's over. Let's get back to these village nonsenses. I think I'm done. If I'm being honest. I think this is... I'm a little scared to use it now, if I'm being really honest. Like, I think... If you can't tell, I'm quite tired. I think I've been building this thing for like 2.5 hours straight. But what I can do is go over and make sure that everything is spawn-proofed. Spawn-proof, spawn-proof, glass is spawn-proof, all that is spawn-proof. He's spawn-proofed, everything there is spawn-proofed. So I guess the last thing to do now is really just get a raid going. Oh wait, there's one more thing I want to do. It involves getting a few more ladders, so then, and a boat, so I can put a raid captain in, so that whenever I want to, I can run this thing willy-nilly like. Okay, so I've been running this thing a little bit, and I'm a little terrified because There are so many Ravagers! Oh my god! Okay, this is clearly not working right. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's so many of them. That's so bad. Okay, let's fly away real quick. Let's get these things to despawn. And while we're out here, we might as well just, you know... Ta-da! Okay, so we went away. Everything's despawned, as expected. I think I built that thing wrong up there. I'm gonna have to look at the schematics to see if this is actually like functioning as it should. Well, I can tell you it is functioning as it should. We're getting plenty of emeralds. Getting plenty of redstone. You can see I'm level 170. Some decent gunpowder. All these are nice. Then yeah, I'm getting all sorts of stuff. So of course some items get filtered into these top chests as well. And then yeah, we got a little bit of totems. So I would say all in all, this raid farm has been a success. It would work a little bit better if I was able to actually get those Ravagers to stop spawning so crazily. Okay, and this worked right. Every time... Okay, this wasn't working right for probably the last 6 or 7 times I was doing it. And I think I have to, if I'm going to use this, I have to manually reset this boat by, like, you got to hop into it, and then you walk backwards, right? You push it back all the way into there as far as you can, and then everything should be good. So the Ravagers weren't spawning out of any of these platforms. I'm wondering is, like, I double checked all these spots. Maybe there's something wrong with how I designed this top platform. I'm gonna have to look into this, and if not, like, it's not that big of a deal. The problem is, like, what you're seeing down there is it really slows down the rates because I literally have 100 Ravagers just spawning around in this, like, 4-block chunk, or this 4-chunk area. And it definitely slows down the rates a little bit. And I mean, I can't, like, complain too much about the rates, as, come on. Like, come on. You saw what's in those chests. There's some pretty crazy stuff in those chests. But yeah, look at this. I'm happy with it. I'm gonna do a little fiddling with it, but I'm happy enough to say that we are done and functioning with this raid. Okay, so I've made a few more modifications to the farm, mainly in regards to the storage system. So now, instead of everything just being collected in its singular chests here, they're gonna get all funneled down to the bottom, and slowly fill their way back up to the top from there. And so we got 3 rows for emeralds, 1 row for redstone, and then 1 row for gunpowder. I might add another one for glowstone right now. I'm not entirely sure. Or I could just keep adding more rows because there's really no reason not to. There's plenty of stuff that we can just get collected from this and then eventually make profits on. Like right now, all the stuff like totems, easy, we'll definitely sell those. But sugar, I don't know, spider eyes, potions, lots of head sticks. Like, I don't feel like we get that much stuff in there, but it's also just clogged with a bunch of random other garbage. However, I know that this is what you want to see. We only got, you know, maybe 1 or 2 emerald in the few, like, hour or so that I've been actually AFKing here. So it's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. And look at this, I'm getting my ender chest all organized here, which you'll be happy to see. Unfortunately, what you're not going to be happy to see is that in order to get my ender chest all sorted out, now my chest monster is just growing. I just dumped everything that I had over there into that instead. So I don't know, you know, maybe one day I'll get it figured out, but I'm getting so many items now that it's like almost more of a pain to get it actually organized. And I still have yet to decide like what my next project is gonna be. So I'm probably gonna take a break from farm building and maybe do some actual like designing. So we'll see. I don't really know. This is all still up in the air. However, I've been working on this farm non-stop for the last few days. So I'm thinking that I'm going to call it here now that everything's working. Quote unquote working. The Ravagers is still a problem, but we're not going to say anything about that. So, thank you for joining me on today's episode. I will see you here next time. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe if you are new here. Other than that, please enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time.